Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Cancer for November 2020. Welcome, Cancer. So we're in your fellow sign of Scorpio now. It's the 27th of October. Water element, intuition, lots of emotional stuff going on. Lots of deep buried stuff coming to the surface. So let's see what is in store for you. The Ace of Coins. Stability, new beginnings, new offers coming in, money's okay. Nothing to worry about there, so don't start fretting about money. This card is always brilliant when we need a bit of grounding, but especially for new projects and new jobs, anything new. It's a new beginning in terms of your day-to-day life, jobs, money, all that sort of thing. So where you are right now, Cancer, is the Three of Cups. Celebrations. Lots of celebrations, going out, enjoying yourselves. I know my friends in the state of Victoria are really celebrating at the moment because the lockdown has been eased somewhat. So all that sort of thing, celebrations, but there's also that three people in a situation, in an emotional situation as well. Whatever that may be for you, just know that's sort of like a tip. It's just like a guide. But overall, it's a happy celebratory card. It can be weddings, it can be pregnancies, but on the other side, it can also be more than two people involved in an emotional situation, so a third wheel, so to speak. Let's see what's brought that on. And it's the World. So the World is the end of a difficult, not a difficult, but the end of a cycle. So it makes sense that you've come to the end of a cycle, so celebrations are about to be there for you. So you've kind of completed a cycle. Well, very well. Despite all the odds for all of us anyway these days, it's good to get through it, especially if it has been difficult. And I know it has been a difficult year, but so that signifies the end of it coming. The background of the situation is the Queen of Coins. Once again, very grounded. House and home. Things doing well from the home perspective in terms of her. Money. All those sorts of really grounded things, and with the Queen of Coins, she's got it all together. If this has been sort of an issue with three people in a relationship, she's usually the one that's at home. She's the one that runs the place. She's the one that, everyone likes to come home to as well. But very stable influence, nevertheless. And Cancerians, you are very much the homemakers. You take your home wherever you go. You are crabs, so the home is always there. No matter where you are, you can make a home, make a stable environment. Recent influences. King of Swords. So now and I'm thinking because it is Scorpio, lots of things do come to the surface in this time of year. They've been sort of hidden. People sort of emotionalise a lot more. So the King of Swords is quite, he protects himself with that armour on. So there could be this male sort of energy around you that recently, you've kind of got to the bottom of an issue with this person. You've sort of got the whole story, even though he might often, the King of Swords sort of is a good talker, but then what he actually feels and what he says are often different, like it's too different. He's good at sort of voicing his opinions, but inside he keeps himself to himself. So whatever's been going on there for you, that's quite interesting at this time. The lesson you'll be learning in November is Scorpio energy. Things definitely coming through, coming up, rising to the surface, all sorts of issues. But Scorpio is very much a time of transformation, Cancer. So you can transform. People can always transform. You know, they can always sort of learn by their mistakes. They can always rectify a situation that's been difficult. And usually at this time of year, this is when people really get to the nitty-gritty of their emotions and what's happening and what's been happening. It sort of all comes to the surface. And it's a cleansing, very much a cleansing energy. It can be very painful as well, but as you can see with the world, it is coming, this cycle is coming to an end, so that's a plus. Okie doke, let's see what's happening in the near future. And then we have the Divine Time card coming in saying things are balanced up again. Things are exactly how they're meant to be. This is Sagittarius, so you will move through this cycle quite well, Cancer. Things will balance. You'll feel a lot better about everything. And definitely things are how they're meant to be. There's no mistake. It's the universe speaking. Go with it. Rebalance. New cycle coming in. What's happening that you're not realising? The Chariot, and this is your card, Cancer. So emotional discipline's really important this month. Just, you know, you're in the driver's seat, just drive. You know, don't, you know, address any issues that need to be addressed. Don't avoid them. Success and victory is at the end for you. Chariot's also very much a card of just looking at things and you know, it's like another kind of a balancing card too. It's a big card and it's your card. So just remember, you know, keep that discipline happening. And that means just keeping on, you know, addressing situations. Don't avoid. It's a good strong card because it is your home card actually. How others see you. The Fool. So there you have it. A cycle has completed and then straight away other people see you as starting anew. So it's a perfect card for you to know that you're sort of on a new, you're on a new journey now, a new episode, a new chapter of your life's coming through. Emotional discipline though, you need to always make sure that you're emotionally stable with what you do at this time. Don't be rash, don't just, but Cancerians rarely sort of jump in, they're quite measured people. They're intuitive. Looking good, Cancer. Okay, what you're feeling positive about? The Nine of Cups, so definitely a wish card, emotional wish card, a completion card. So we're getting end of a cycle, beginning, new beginnings, but just using that emotional discipline, always keeping that up, always checking yourself and going, I'm not being too emotional, I'm being sensible with where I'm going. I'm just, you know, going with the flow and realising that I've got through a tough time. And that's your positive feeling. So Nine of Cups is always a good one. It's always a big celebratory card too. So, you know, celebrate away, but just don't go too over the top. Because, you know, we're coming up to Christmas and people tend to, you know, really near the end of the year, they let it hair down and overindulge. And that's fine too. But discipline, remember. Okay, outcome. Two of Coins, nicely balanced, nicely played, Cancer. Starting with coins and ending with coins. Just juggling things, keeping things, plates spinning in the air. Everything's going along quite well. You've got new things to look forward to for next year. Things are really looking bright for your future next year. So it's like you've done a lot of really good work this year and come through. I'm just going to put one card on that Three of Cups to clarify that. One on this King of Swords and one on the Nine of Cups. All the emotions, because we are in an emotional season of Scorpio. So underneath the surface of the Three of Cups we have Two of Swords. So yeah, a bit of an indecisive card, not wanting to see things for what they are, but you kind of have to take the blindfold off and look at it and go, yeah, look, this is what it's been. It's coming to an end, you know, I need to face reality, really, I guess. Underneath this King of Swords is, which, you know, that's the person that has the gift of the gab, but inside they're saying one thing but they're feeling another. Very male influence too, so you can take that for whatever that means to you personally. Keeping your personal power. Don't say yes when you mean no. It's as simple as that card means. You know, don't put yourself in a jail. You can walk out anytime you like, but make sure your personal power's intact. So don't compromise yourself by just going along with things when you feel like it's not the right thing to do. Especially with this Death card here, it's about really facing, Scorpio's about facing the bare facts of life, you know, what's actually going on. Okay, underneath the Nine of Cups, which is what you're feeling positive about, you have the Four of Swords. So just have a bit of a break too. Be an observer. Be sort of quite disciplined this month. It's been quite hectic from what I get. Whenever you get the Four of Swords, it's always a card of, you know, needing to just step back and have a look at, be an observer more than a spectator. Rightio, now we will just see your message. So it looks good. Getting through it though, you will get through it this month, Cancer. Very much your realm, water too. So just, you know, finish everything off how you properly. Don't cut corners. Address the issues. The message is gratitude. If you want to turn your life around, try thankfulness. It will change your life mightily. It's a powerful kindness energy when outwardly expressed by giving thanks for the richness brought to you by other people, their services and contribution. Your gratitude builds a feeling of kinship that breaks down all illusions of separateness. So that's a nice card, and we, you know, we always need to be grateful for what we've got rather than focusing on negative. It's just like, yeah, look, it's okay, it's all good, but we just have to deal with situations as they arise, especially in Scorpio time. Thanks so much for listening, Cancer. Have a great month.